John Winston Lennon was born into a world at war on 9 October 1940 in Liverpool, England, as German bombs fell nearby. This chaotic beginning would foreshadow a life of turbulence, genius, rebellion, and transformation. Raised by his Aunt Mimi after his parents separated, young John was a boy full of questions, sharp, witty, often misunderstood, but never silent. Music became his anchor in a world that seemed to teeter between love and loss. In 1956, everything changed. A boy named Paul McCartney entered his life, and with him, the seed of a revolution was planted. Together they formed the Beatles, a band that would not just redefine music, but transform culture. As the rhythm guitarist and co-lead vocalist, John brought rawness, honesty, and an edge that cut through the polished pop of the time. His lyrics were both poetic and piercing, filled with longing, rebellion, and truth. By the mid-1960s, John had evolved from a mop-top heartthrob into a seeker of deeper meaning. With hits like Help, Strawberry Fields Forever, and All You Need Is Love, he wasn't just entertaining, he was provoking thought, asking questions that others were afraid to ask. His partnership with Paul McCartney became legendary, the most successful songwriting duo in history. Together, they composed timeless anthems that still echo through generations. But John's story wasn't just about music. It was about awakening. As fame grew, so did John's inner unrest. He grappled with identity, guilt, and the weight of being a voice for millions. His relationship with Yoko Ono, a performance artist and kindred spirit, became a symbol of love and resistance. Together, they protested war with bed-ins, recorded experimental music, and imagined a world of peace. While the world ridiculed or rejected them, they stood united, two souls daring to believe that love could indeed change the world. When the Beatles disbanded in 1970, many thought John would fade away. Instead, he found his voice again, not as a Beatle, but as a man. His solo work, especially Imagine, became a hymn for humanity. In it, he asked us to dream of a world without borders, without greed, without hate. It was simple. It was bold. It was revolutionary. But even revolutionaries need rest. In the mid-1970s, John stepped away from the spotlight to raise his son, Sean. The world missed him, but he was finally living the quiet life he had long craved. Then in 1980, he returned with Double Fantasy, a celebration of life, love, and rebirth. It was his final gift. On 8 December 1980, outside the Dakota Building in New York City, John Lennon was shot and killed. The world stopped. The dreamer was gone, but his dream, his message of peace, truth, and imagination lives on. John Lennon was not perfect.